As you know, there is no air, no water. So we have to think smart as designer, and we have to bring from home some of these, fundamental resources. And we have to recycle them, to reuse them, to renew them, and to make the best use of those, because they are so precious and so expensive to fly into outside our planet. But actually, here on Earth, we are very lucky. We have, energy to power our ideas. And we have all we need, even water, for free over there. Now it's up to us to understand how to manage these resources. And about water, which is the topic of this presentation and of this also session, I want to tell you today the story that is called Warka Water, that started in 2012 when I was traveling in this beautiful country. As you can see, it's like going back into the time. You wouldn't know where this picture was taken. That was 3 years ago. And this is how these people, they live. Here we are in Ethiopia, so Africa. And you see how well they integrate to the environment. At the same time, I also see with my eyes this dramatic situation of children, women collecting water, harvesting water from, unsecure sources. They share with animals. And they carry it with this heavy tank, water tank, walking for kilometer. This is a procession happening every second, every day, all the time. So I was amazed. But also, looking to statistics, 60% of population in Ethiopia is suffering of this problem. And we will need only 15 liters of water to have, a decent life for hygiene and for drinking. And they don't have even this little amount. At the same time, today, in our world, we reach, the incredible record of 500 liters of water of consumption for one person. And when, as a designer, we look for an idea, we try to get inspiration. And nature is always the main source, of great inputs. But also tradition, local tradition, and old tradition are, very interesting. As well as the Warka tree. The Warka tree is a big, huge tree that you find in Ethiopia. You have a similar one in India, apparently. And the tree is a symbol for the community, for the rural community. You see, they meet. Underneath, they create gathering, meeting situations, school, education for children. But the tree, at the same time, does something very important. It produces oxygen, and they know it. So they keep it well, because they need to breathe. At the same time, produce food, because it's a ficus tree. And moreover, create the shade, so it's a place very nice where to be when it's very hot. But also nature, the spider web, is showing us example how to collect water in the most arid place in our planet. So there is, technology, there is inspiration, there are solutions how to do it. And also how to make it very efficient. Many plants, cactus, are showing us how to do it. And they have amazing shape and amazing technology has been developed by them. It's only enough to look at the picture to understand it. And this is science. It's not invented by me. This is what everybody can, study. Everybody knows about the functioning. The spine of the cactus, we believe they were only defense items, but actually there are very efficient water collection things. Why we don't study this and we replicate it? So we started to do that. And actually in this process, I discovered that in the old tradition, the ancient tradition, we did it. This is called the dew pond. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's a recent discovery. Here we are in North Europe, in England. So what they did, they excavate a pond in the ground. They created a layer, insulation layer, and then another layer of clay. And what does this? Collect the water by condensation. And after 2,000 years almost, they're still working. Not only working and serving the livestock in the fields, but also creating such a beauty in the context. But there are many other examples. I just bring a few. This is close to where I live in Italy. We have this building out of stones, dry stones. And some of them, so far, we didn't know, why they were built. And today we are understanding some of them, they were air well, so collecting water, harvesting water from the air. And how it functions is that the air always contains some particle of water or some humidity. So this air passing through inside this building finds a very cold or a colder environment. So in contact the air with the stones inside, even if outside is very warm, it's very hot, it condensates and drop by drop. This creates, an amount of water that can be very handy where there is no water. So all this technology, but also understanding how to build in place where there is nothing, like here. You see, they use local material, they use local people, they don't have architect, they don't have drawings. They do it by, putting together an effort. So with all this in mind, we start designing what is called Warka Water today. And the objective from the very beginning were something easy to be used as a structure and maintain it as well. That doesn't have a negative impact on the environment, that can be created and made locally as much as possible, and is able to provide to the community 100 liters of water as a goal every day for the entire year. And to cost not too much, so we put a limit of $1,000 for the construction and for the material. So this is how we started, and this is how we proceed on it. So we have been developing different versions and designing different prototypes, building them. So far we have 5 versions developed, so let's say, but we built more than 12 full-scale prototypes. Or when there is high humidity, fog, harvesting these particles of water. And very recently also we did this experiment using a little part of this water for creating food by using a very efficient irrigation system that allow us with very, very little quantity of water to grow beautiful vegetables. So the community or the families, they can also eat or sell this product. And right now what we are testing is also to create an illuminated area under the canopy of the structure, because in this village or in many of these rural places, unfortunately, there's even not electricity. So children could have a chance after the sunset to do something in a safe situation, and even read, as this girl studying is doing. And behind this, there is a lot of research we are conducting, different fields. One is understanding our planet. Our planet is, as Mr. Fuller was stating, is a spaceship. So this is our spaceship. And we don't know very well exactly how it works. We have no manual, but we are learning, and thanks to science, we are understanding it. So the water cycle is something we understand quite well. So we know that there are rivers of water up into the air, that if we manage to catch it down to ground, then we may have, situation where there is this important need. And we test in parallel. This is the very first prototype we built since 3 years, with different material, with different shape, with different environmental conditions, in order to analyze, to physically, study it. And the materials science is a very important part, because it's thanks to the material that inspired by nature that we can make it more and more efficient. But also we have been studying the geography. When we were told to bring it to Ethiopia for the first time, we were super excited. Finally, after 3 years of work, we could do that. So we have been choosing different and selecting different locations where the environment could be favorable for Warka. And we designed for one, which is in the South Ethiopia. Ethiopia is called Dorze. It's a community that is living in the highlands. We are almost 2,500 meters above the sea. This is not the sea, it's a lake. It's a lake. And Ethiopia is rich of water. It's a paradox, but the water is not distributed. There is no infrastructure. So many of this community living in these highlands, they have no water, at least not access to safe water. And this is the community that we are working with in the last 6 months. And when I went there, and many other rural places like this, people that were wondering what this guy wants. They were asking me if I was the guy that was coming to fix the wells. And well, I was saying, no, I'm doing something else. I'm doing the Warka water. I'm proposing the Warka water. It was very difficult. We didn't have a lecture like this. It was very difficult to explain them what I wanted to do. But they give me the chance. They told me, we like it. We like you. We want to try it. Do it. But if we don't like it once we have done it, please take it down, because we're really keen to keep our village in a sustainable way. And what they do, this community, mainly for living, they are weavers. They weave everything, from the textile to the structures you can see. They weave bamboo, and the integration between human-made and nature is incredible. So it seems looks designed by nature itself. And the way they build the house also is incredible. They weave three-dimensionally bamboo that splits. And all the house, the entire house, is made out only one material, bamboo. And the house gets shorter within the time, which is very interesting, but I wouldn't tell you today. But another occasion I will tell you the story why the house is getting shorter within the time. Anyway, in this village, they also have this problem of, safe water. Even if sometimes rains and there is some water into the ground, they collect it like this. And there are unfortunately, many children dying because this water may contain virus and biological elements that are not good for us. And at the same time, there is humidity in the air. As you can see, we are in the middle of the afternoon, 25 degrees, very hot, under the sun. And in a moment, a cloud is coming, crashing to the mountain and bringing so much humidity and potential water to collect. So we started making it in this context, and it took us some 3 weeks in order to do it with them. We have been teaching them, explaining how to do, using the tools. Very simple, as you can see, basic. But over there, we discovered they do everything out of one tool, which is this one. So with this, they do everything, cut the bamboo and all the work. And this is the Warka disassembly ready to be mounted. This is how they work the bamboo with the ends without tools. So me explaining them how to work bamboo, I felt really ridiculous because they have such an experience. So I was learning, and I did learn so much from them. And we did it in collaboration of a university like this one in Ethiopia. And these are the students showing them, telling them how to make this structure three-dimensional from the bamboo. And also, we got inspired by local traditional technology. In this case, I didn't know how to make cords, ropes out of natural fiber. This is the banana tree. They take part of the trunk. They produce, you see, they extract this tape that they eat, they bake it. And what is left always are these fibers, and they do cords, custom-made. As you can see, also the pillow is made with the dry banana leaves. So there is no waste. Everything is recycled, and everything is used up to the roots. And maybe in India, I heard there is a similar situation, similar culture. So children, women are playing and living, around the Warka and making it with us, preparing the grounds, testing the assembly of the structure. And that was the day of the installation, the last day. We had, submission day. We respected, it was 26th of May. It was a big event. All the community came, as you can see, was many people there. And also the chief of the community was there to judge with the others if they wanted the Warka or not. So in few minutes, we showed them how to install Warka once constructed. That's the very first time we mounted it. we are also training them how to do it. So it was less than half an hour. And when they realized how simple, in fact it is the structure, they understood they can handle it, because it's really about putting things together. So at this point, it was my duty to go back to the chief of the community and tell him, well, this is the Warka water, and this is the respectful person. This is the Warka water. Do you like it? So he looked at me, and the other member of the jury the same, without any words. And then suddenly, this is how they answer. Spontaneously, one by one, they start to sing without instruments and to dance. So for me, it was an incredible joy. Every architect would like, to receive this feedback from the clients. But there are very, very few clients that dance under your building. But this dance has been going on for the entire day, and also for other days. So we have been drinking, eating, dancing, singing. So the message I want to bring here in this context, I'm very happy and honored to do that, is the following. We can, using our vision, our imagination, our creativity, propose new ideas. Can be Warka, can be another one. But it is important, to always come with this motivation and this inspiration. Now, this community is very happy, but I can't, and I don't want to stop here. We want to do more. We want to implement this project. And in order to do that, I also need your help, because as the slogan of the project is that every drop counts, we are working at the moment, creating a community in India with the hope to bring it here, not only to help people in your country, but also to help Warka to be implemented, because you have the intelligent technology. You can, improve the structure with us and make it more efficient. So this is what I want to launch right now as a captain of this spaceship. So you can now take your seatbelt off. We are landing now, actually we already landed. I would like to have a different approach with our environment, not more be sitting and looking, but be more active, especially the students present here, and activated immediately with new ideas, because resources in our planet are enough for all of us. We cannot misuse them, and we cannot avoid to share properly between all of us. So if we don't do this, we will go through big troubles very soon. So this is the call I want to launch. And the students already produced yesterday in a workshop some ideas for, the Indian, let's call it Warka water. And with this, I would like to leave you. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.